Hey everybody, welcome to the game 2021 reboot. This is a taste of Vegas parts 1 and 2. So it's a cool little opening, and we see this colonel, he's like something a Viacom CBS stadium. Okay. Like, I see what y'all did there. And Tasha Mack is still managing football players. She's still with Pookie, and her daughter has grown up. She's like 9 years old now. Probably makes sense because they kept them good with the timeline, because the show technically did end in like 2013, I think, 2012. Malik mentions COVID. And Tasha's on the plane, and I think it's an assistant that comes in, and she was like, "You're having sex with Malik. You creaming him?" Like, girl, you nasty. But she's like, "You creeping him?" She was like, "Well, if we were, it's none of your business for real." And then she got fired, okay? And the new team is called Vegas Fighting Fury. I'm sorry, but I love the San Diego Sabres. It's definitely a different vibe with the show, for sure. And I'm wondering why they didn't bring back TT. Who is this guy that, Malik is friends with now? And Britt, we see she's all grown up. Last time we saw her, she was actually getting ready to pick what college she was about to go to. She's now 24, 25 years old. And like, what is this 828 style? Is this like the new version of the Sunbeams or something? And Brittany's condo is on foreclosure, okay? This guy comes in trying, to get her out. And she's like, I'll give you this picture of my dad, Jason Pitts, and you can scoot along. He was like, okay, but I'm gonna give you a few days, okay? So you gotta get it rolling, okay? And then we see Brittany vibing in the club. I think she moved to Vegas, okay? And then there's this new guy. His name is Garrett Evans. He is extra. I thought he was like the new Derwin, but actually he's not. He's just an extra football player, okay? And then Malik is at this conference. He's supposed to be getting ownership of Fighting Fury, okay? And he's rapping his song. It was really good. It didn't sound bad. And he thinks he's the owner of the team, but he's not. They want him to be a quarterback, which is not what he wanted. He was like, okay, that's it. I'm out of here. I'm retired, okay? And, Tasha's mad, but Malik's mad too, because he said that he wanted to retire, and you're like, no, go be a quarterback again. Like, he was a quarterback with the San Diego Sabres for a good minute. Like, come on. And then Brittany is in some major debt. Somehow, some way, she got a big debt, like $900,000 debt, okay? And she's talking to Tasha in the limo, okay? And she was like, she was a boss, and then COVID came around and kind of messed her up a little bit, and she lost her business. And Tasha, she was explaining 828 style. I guess that was her business, or trying to get it back up and running. And she's like, we do services for the football players. Like, they can be maids, if they need to go on a date. And Tasha was like, that sounds like a hoe house. It did sound like a hoe house, okay? Hoe house. And Brittany takes her Auntie Tasha offer on being her assistant, okay? And then there's a stripper from the strip club. I think he wants to be a football player. And then Malik gets arrested with his friend, Caleb, okay? Part 2 of the episode. So Jamison Fields saved him from getting thrown in jail. He's like, y'all don't know who that is? That's Malik Wright, the new owner of the Fighting Fury. Even though he's not, but he don't know that. And then Viacom CBS Stadium. That made that really funny, because Paramount Plus is owned by Viacom and CBS. Like, that makes me laugh. And then they're practicing for tryouts, okay? And, Tasha called him, like, he's a diddler. And I was like, what the heck is that? And then later on, I learned in the episode it means a rapist. So I was like, oh, no, not him raping people. No. And then the intro song kind of sounds the same. It just has a different look, because the original had a girl walking down the field. And, there's 2 football players. With this one, it's the whole nice little landscape of Vegas. Like, Vegas is a beautiful place, okay? And then Caleb Jones, he's talking to his mama about it on the plane. And he's like, man, I miss my buddy, my college classmate, Caleb Jones. Y'all did not mention him in the original. So I'm like, who's that? It was his old college classmate. Okay, so, yeah, he passed away. So that's sad for him. And then 828. So turns out it's not an area code. It's not for the Sunbeams. It's the month a day of her, Brittany, and Raquel's friendship. Okay, and then a fight broke out in the club. It was Jameson and some other dude. Okay, like no, and I was like, oh shoot, Caleb's not really there. Because I thought in the first part he was actually there with him, kicking it with him, hanging out with him. Like, is he hallucinating? Because he's not there. That's really sad. Okay, and then I think after, so Jameson's on probation. Okay, and you know, before Malik is actually, you know, visiting Caleb, you know, at the grave, and what does he say? Like, Caleb singing a little song on there, a little sad song. We ain't gonna get into that, but basically, you know, Malik misses his friend. You know, he really misses his friend. So there's more into that. Malik gets checked out. He's healthy, but mentally, maybe there's something bothering him, you know, so he's gonna get that checked out. And then Tasha's talking to her daughter, Kai. She really wanted to talk to Pookie, but Kai was like, man, Daddy told me to tell you that he's not here. So I'm seeking a little trouble in paradise. So that's what I'm seeking there. And Malika's like, I decided to defer ownership for a year and help y'all get a championship. So he's back to playing football, okay? And, you know, Tasha knows all, okay? Because she was telling Brittany, like, look, I know what you did with the champagne. You stole it and sold it so you could get you some extra money. Like, no, little girl, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to check you real quick, okay? You're going to earn back my trust and your parents' respect, and you're going to get it right. Brittany thought she pulled something over Tasha, and she just wasn't having it, okay? And then Jameson is at the strip club, and shaking his little thing. And Tasha Mack is there, and I was like, girl, what you doing? You married. You over there shaking the money. But she was like, yeah, I'm here to hire you. I would like to be your agent. And don't make me, like, there's all this hate I'm gonna get, you know. My question is, was the rape true or false? That's what I want to know. But don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If I get enough views on this, I may review next week's episode. But yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see y'all next time. Bye.